Hello, and welcome to another episode of playing Crusader Kings 3 using the hardest possible rule set, starting as the Duke of Champagne in 1178. We recently had succession. We're now on to our fourth character. In the prior episode, we held a coronation. Our character put down a rebellion. And in this episode, we're looking toward building up toward attacking some of our neighbors here. West Franconia, Swabia would be examples, and continuing to expand within the protective umbrella of the Holy Roman Empire here. So our goal is eventually to be elected Holy Roman Emperor or to seize the title and take it by force. One thing I do want to look at is whether we have a vote for the Holy Roman Empire. We do not. Currently, we're only fifth in line, looking to gain more power, particularly the Kingdom of Germany. Hopefully, Bavaria, Bohemia, sort of the traditional core HRE territories, and hopefully with that added power, we will be more likely to be elected the HRE Emperor, and if not, we'll continue to build up our military, our forces, so that when the time is right, we can siege our liege's title and hopefully take it over. In the meantime, we are really sort of waiting to get to sanction loopholes here. It's just a couple away. We're going to need lots of piety for sanction loopholes. So I think let's go ahead and go on at least one pilgrimage. It'll probably be a short pilgrimage here to Cologne, so that for our next pilgrimage we can take a slower, more contemplative one that gives us more piety. I think we might as well go with max pomp here. Not too much travel danger, so I think this looks good. After this, we may want to think about a grand tournament, depending on exactly how expensive it is. You see our liege is being attacked by a scourge conqueror. They both have massive armies. Our liege is not a scourge conqueror, however, and so the Ayyubids here should have a significant advantage. Probably means the HRE is going to lose. Italy, which is unfortunate, really emphasizes that we need to keep building up our military, become as strong as we can to fight off the scourge conquerors that are eventually going to come for our territory. Let's take whatever increases the piousness of our pilgrimage, and also if reduce stress, that's great. So here he's had a daughter. She has amazing genetic traits. We have not yet strengthened the bloodline, but obviously she could do it quite easily. She is our second daughter. We have another daughter who has significantly worse genetic traits as our current heir, but our plan is certainly to switch to our second daughter or a son if we can get a son with good genetic traits. We also have the innovation to go to primogeniture. The problem is that our vassals oppose it, so we can't do that yet, but we'll wait. Hopefully we will get there. Our current character is Herculean, and also he is learning focus, so he could go down and get healthy and hold a body. So he may live quite a while. And I guess we'll take this. Doesn't really do much for us besides some court grandeur, a little bit of dread. So better than nothing. I think we can lose this armor. We have a couple sets of strong armor, including this purple armor here that we got when we were an adventurer. Let's check our trinkets to make sure they're what we want. I'd rather have some of these night effectiveness trinkets. Not sure why that. Okay. Can't get rid of that prize armor. Just a green, so I'd likely destroy it at some point anyway when its durability got low. We will want to go eventually up to absolute crown authority again. We were on that originally. Most importantly, absolute crown authority allows us to designate our heir. So we would of course be designating our second daughter here. We could send her to university, but that is just very expensive. I think let's see if we can find a better wet nurse. Often if you recruit one, you get a wet nurse who is at least good. So let's do that. There you go. I think let's go with a grand tour for taxation, now not with only 2 vassals available. We currently have a couple of our vassals imprisoned. So the other option would be the grand tournament. I've talked many times about how important hostile looter experience is when you're fighting at this level. So this should be a good opportunity to get some of that experience. We'll go here. Sort of want to mix with these first 3, and then, you know, if you win these, you get extra hostile experience as you go on. And usually, the way you get the most hostile experience is from the joust and melee, so we'll have those last. We do want to max out our tournament so that we get the best prizes and really reduce the risk of us dying. That would be very unfortunate. See here, it is extremely expensive, but you know, I do think it'll be worth it. Once the tournament is done, we should have sanctioned loopholes and be ready to start some conquest. We do have the expand the realm oath, so we do need to get to conquering soon. Previously had our wife on patronage when we went to a university trip. We can put her back on just assist the ruler, so we get a good spread of stats here. Now let's participate in our grand tournament. Really just looking to maximize our score here. So whatever gives us more score, we're going to take. There are some powerful events in the temple that we can get, so we'll probably bounce between the tourney grounds, which is the best option for increasing score, and the temple. Lost our personal physician, who we definitely want to have someone good there. Not sure how long he will last, but put him in. Automate that position so when our current physician dies, you know, the next good one will step up. Let's see about our buildings here. They are quite expensive at this point, but I think we'll build them to help our income, help support our quite large army. Really don't want to pay that much gold. So, say the calamity can't be avoided. Looking for the maximum chance here. See how it goes. It does look like I won. So that's good. One down. And again, just looking to increase our score. Did get 300 around there, so that's very powerful. That's one of the good events you can get at the temple. There's also another one that gives a permanent increase to your lifestyle experience. So this costs us a ton of stress for whatever reason, but we do get a highly qualified knight. Get her married here to someone with high prowess that who will come to our court. Obviously, you don't want to marry her to a mayor. That would cause her to go to their court, and we would lose her. This guy, oh crap! I think I messed that up. I think we will lose that night. Unfortunately, that was a mistake. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Well, okay. They're still both in our court. All right, so that went okay. We will continue on here. Also note we just got court officials, which is an innovation in late medieval ages. Gives us another domain limit. So that is very powerful. We are playing on -3 domain limit rule for the player only, which is very painful. I really think next, let's go standing armies. That will significantly increase our power. Increase all our regiment sizes and give us another regiment. So generally don't try to sabotage people. Don't like bad nicknames. Usually for this, I just go for the middle one. It seems to give the best range of percentages. Always interested in hearing what other people think. You can see we're getting our income back up, even though we're profligate, which is unfortunate. He became profligate before I took him over as a character, so nothing I could have done to avoid that. Also, when I took him over, he seemed quite stressed out. I think he was like on 140 stress or something, so not exactly sure what he was doing beforehand. In any event, we won our second event, which again, very good. This one I usually try this to get a little bit of diplomacy and extra prestige. Okay, so this is the event I was talking about in terms of extra lifestyle experience. It's very unfortunate it costs us so much stress. I'm not sure why. So let's take it. Hopefully the stress break isn't too serious. Or maybe we won't have it at all. So our brother will take more stress. We should be seeing if we can give this daughter a trait, but we really have too much stress to do that. So normally I take that bottom option, but I clearly just cannot at this point. So we'll have this guy join our court. Whenever this tournament is done, Need to figure out a way to decrease our stress. Again, we really can't get any more stress. Avoid spending gold. Okay, Marshall is an interesting one. I mean, we are going to be engaging in war, so I think it helps. Looks like this event is not going our way. Or maybe it is. I'm surprised we won after it seems like we failed some checks there and that our progress had gone to 0. Might try going to the tavern just to see what sort of stress relief we can get. Answer is none, though we did get a score increase, which is still good. Try the tent camp next. That is so much gold. Let's move on. Take out an abundance of caution. We'll isolate our capital. Can't enter seclusion because we're at this tournament. Surprise someone that old with second stage fragile bones can even participate in a tournament, but whatever. Take this first option because it's a high chance and lose a lot of stress and get foot experience, so everything is good about that. This one is looking for the highest percentage chance, so it's trying to hit them in the head. While we're at our tournament, let's go to Absolute Crown Authority. Gives us more gold. Perhaps more importantly, allows us to designate this daughter as our heir. Again, once we play her, we would immediately take the strong blood decision. We have an apocalyptic consumption plague, which is obviously not good. Let's make sure our physician is on controlling plagues, and he is. Don't think there's anything else we can do about it because we can't enter seclusion, so we'll just continue on. I think I'll get the prestige here, even at the cost of our score. Hopefully we still win, and we did. I think it's really between the first two here. Melee is a coin flip, so increasing your score actually doesn't really help you that much. Here, the odds are really in our favor in terms of the expected payout, so normally I would do that. But I think just because of the stress, the first one is tempting. Guess let's still try to win some money, and we lost. And it was a close decision as to which of those first two options we should go to, but I don't think I want to become a gambler. So my cousins is reinforcing some genetic traits. Probably there was no intelligent characters available when I had them betrothed. Let's just go with the top for the stress loss. Immediately became stressed out again because one of our friends died, so on one hand it's been unfortunate, on the other it's good that we got the stress loss, because if we hadn't, possibly that friend's death would have forced us into over 200 and yet another more severe stress break. Settle it on foot to get the extra experience. Hopefully we succeed. Just the highest percentage chance here. Probably not going to win, but it's always a coin flip. We'll get another brewmaster and automate that. We've already automated our poet. Unfortunately, our current poet is terrible. Probably should replace her, but let's let the automation do it for us when she dies. And we got lucky and even won the melee, so I think we had a clean sweep of the events. Should be a whole lot of hostile looter experience, so all very good. See, we're also climbing up in terms of splendor, which sometimes is considered to be the overall trait for determining whether you've won. CK3 is the more splendor your family dynasty has, sort of the better you're at least arguably doing and fulfilling what Paradox intends you to do, which is increase the overall power of your dynasty. So we got some pedestal items and furniture that we'll definitely want to display. See if I can get a little more prestige here. The numbers are in our favor. Okay. Fortunately, our excellent daughter got consumption. See if we can, hopefully she will pull through. Place this with which one? Might effectiveness, I think. That is really unfortunate that she got aggravated wound. So that means, she is Herculean, Amazonian, so hopefully she pulls through, but it's not a guarantee. Let's try to get our stress down here. Try to give our eldest daughter a personality trait, even though hopefully we don't end up playing as her. Obviously, you never know. Okay, we're now third in line for the HRE. We have plenty of life left to go. Don't think we need to buy claims from the Pope. Maybe we go on another pilgrimage, partly just to get away from this plague. Make it another short one up here to Canterbury. Because the English Channel is a dangerous place, we will hire some captains. We'll also bring medical equipment if we can. That should be good. Yeah, we do need piety to buy claims using. Great. Do need piety to buy claims using sanctioned loopholes, so going on this pilgrimage is useful. I do like determined for the monthly lifestyle experience. We'll give it a chance. Got it. It's all good. So we should be getting to sanction loopholes even faster. Because we have consumption, we aren't going to be able to do anything in terms of activities after this one. So really all you can do when you have consumption is launch wars. And so that's what we'll be doing until we lose our consumption. Talked before about it's arguably the most annoying plague. Those other plagues, if you get them, you live or die. Either you die or within 6 to 12 months or even less, you lose the plague. Unfortunately, consumption doesn't work like that. You often have it for like 3 to 5 years. Another daughter who cannot take strengthen the bloodlines decision, so really hope this daughter pulls through. Usually just go for this middle one. Makes our pilgrims more pious. We get more piety there, and then a slight chance of increasing our diplomacy. Regent furthered our mandate, gave us a very nice chunk of gold. Let's look at upgrading some of our buildings here. Can build a university in Spire. It's very expensive, but do it. And again, we'll upgrade the lowest level of buildings in these other places. Continue to build up our foundations of our domain. You'll get more gold, increase the strength of our armies, and just become a stronger character overall. Just checking out our armies here to make sure they're maxed out. Life has consumption. I think here we'll go for the piety. Talked before about how we're going to need a lot of it. Now second in line for the Holy Roman Empire, with plenty of life left to go. So now we have sanctioned loopholes. So the only question becomes where. Looking for a target away from the plague. Don't want to have to go down there and fight in it. Then also a target that is relatively easy. We've seen before, Akatan is quite powerful. Even these guys are quite strong of their own. Does say their military is inferior to ours. I think we can. He has a okay. No, he has a ton of gold. We should be cautious about that. You really have to look to how much gold people have. They can hire a ton of mercenaries, and everyone. It's a combination of playing in 1178 and on the hardest difficulty. Just everyone has tons of gold and quite powerful militaries. If there wasn't, such a huge plague, I'd probably go with West Franconia there. I don't know that I want to fight in the plague area. It might not really be another good option. I think let's give a try here. So our uncle has claims on it, but I think we would rather take it ourselves here. I assume he's holding, okay, he is holding Paris. You might want to consider keeping Paris for ourselves, especially if Notre Dame has been built there as it has. So this is a bit of a risk, but I think I calculated one. Take a look at our Master of Horse here. Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be leading my own. I might be. Okay. Likewise, our Caravan Master is on improving armies. think let's even have our wife go chivalry. She does help a significant amount, so okay. Alright, I think we've done what we can. Man, 41,000 troops. Let's see if we can get an alliance with this, using this daughter somewhere. I mean, Croatia is far away. Galicia is a bit closer. Alsace, we wouldn't be able to actually pull them in. Sovia is far away. Gwynedd is closer. The ruler of Croatia is young. So I think let's get this alliance. Now I feel a bit better about what we're going to do. He's not in any other wars. All right, let's get on with it. So this is a bit risky, but I think with our new ally in Croatia, we should be able to pull this off. We'll want to be somewhat careful early on before Croatia's forces arrive. I think let's hire a good special mercenary unit just to be sure. We're making a decent amount of gold. We really don't want to lose this war. Hopefully there will come a time when this isn't necessary. But as for now, there we go. Looks like the AI has put us in control of our own armies. I think that's okay. Ally over here, I think what I would like to do, if we can, is attack them and inflict some damage on them before Akitan shows up, which they're already here. Doubt I'll be able to catch them, but let's give it a try. If they group up, we may just have to wait for Croatia, which could take a while. Not sure where that one's going. So close. So this will give attrition. Yes. Okay, let's go see if we can get Akitan up there. No, this is bad. Okay, we'll just seed something. Where is Croatia? Do not know. Obviously not good. Her wife died, which is less than ideal for it to happen at this particular moment. Great is if we can find another genius wife. Curious if there are any genius wives, genius women, unmarried women that we could invite to our court. There are not. That is unfortunate. Let's go to intelligent. There are some, including our niece here. And the advantage of marrying our niece would be that, very likely to be our children would be able to take a strong blood decision, since they would automatically be Amazonian or Herculean. Good chance of intelligence trait. Good chance of a beauty trait. Obviously would be a while. Very high risk of inbreeding. I think let's try to finish this war. Then we'll go on. Where are my special mercenaries at? Again, we'll hire some more special mercenaries. Do make a big difference. I mean, it's unfortunate that for even something like this, you have to hire so many mercenaries to prevail. It says we're going to win this battle. I am skeptical. See what happens here. I don't know. Maybe we will. I assume he's getting attacked by Scourge Conqueror. Yeah. I mean, we'll accept that he has no chance of winning. Yeah. Okay. So you see the Muslims are really starting to make some inroads into Christian territory here. And the one good thing is it does look like we'll be able to inflict a powerful defeat on our enemies here. We will unsiege this territory and then siege again in Valois. After this siege, we'll need to take a close look at our supply. Our daughter here to be Marshal. Hopefully she pulls through. That is terrible. Guess we'll also be an apathetic. Just really, really unfortunate since she was the daughter that could have taken the strong blood decision. But not much to do. Do our best to get a genius wife again somehow. Just getting stress level after stress level here because family members are dying. See if we can join in this war. Probably will be too late, but we do have a quite significant advantage for some reason. So, and again, this is part of playing on the hardest possible rule set is. Sometimes you have great plans about what you're going to do. You have this amazing heir, and then they just fall apart. But do get Valois, so that's good. Takes a lot of gold, but we will just pay them all. Jesus. Maybe we shouldn't have paid them all there. We didn't even get Paris to hold personally. Alright, so of course we can't do much for a while. I think we just become betrothed to our niece. And again, we should live for a long while. Obviously, we want to disband our armies. You can see our new Croatian allies are obviously getting obliterated by the Scourge Conqueror, which is what one would expect. And so at the moment, we have no choice but to wait. And we can't. Not going to spend gold. We can't do any activities because we have consumption and we don't have any gold, and we can't declare any wars because we are in debt. So we are simply going to have to wait until we are out of debt. And this consumption plague is just killing character after character. Another year or so, and then we would declare war again on someone. Try to reclaim our ancestral territories. Happy to have that. Piety. Like before, for exiles. Wow, this is shocking. So it's almost impossible to get gold from the Pope playing on very hard. Here, obviously, we're broke. That helps. Have a high level of devotion. Likes us, so we will definitely take that. But it is extremely rare. I did not even realize we had a son. Okay. It's a bit weird. I could have sworn we did not have a son. It's really unfortunate that our character that could have strengthened the bloodlines died. But again, that happens. Point is to deal with it and move on. So I think we should be able to take her here. Our army is, I think, quite powerful at this point. And if we need some mercenaries, we can hire them. But we'll just stay to our plan here of engaging in conquest as much as we can. Guess we can call in these two people from Croatia. Not sure how helpful they'll be. They obviously weren't helpful the first time around. Maybe we bring in some special mercenaries just to be sure, even though they're quite expensive. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get their armies, attack them quickly. Probably not. Didn't raise our armies fast enough. So we'll see if we can fight them in this space. We're not going to go on a wild goose chase after them. So we did catch them, which is good. We can attack their capital without taking attrition, so let's do that. Also improve our accolades here. Okay. So that was easy enough. Wonder how close we are to being able to form France. Not as far away as one might think. We will uphold our oath here. Lots of nice benefits. Including units of stress loss. Guess again, we'll just pay them. Okay. So, a bit surprising. I mean, we're second in line. Maybe this plague that killed off our daughter, killed a lot of the members of the imperial family, other potential claimants to the Holy Roman Empire. We see that she did, in fact, die of consumption. So, all right. And we are now the Holy Roman Emperor. I certainly wish we had more gold here. And I think let's see about finishing off this. What are we fighting? Are we fighting? Okay, we're fighting to take all of Bavaria. Not even sure where her soldiers are. Maybe all these people were my allies before. Let's try to finish off this war in Bavaria. Okay, unsurprisingly, it's going to be a lot of factions. Let's take a look at our court artifacts and put up the most useful ones. Partly looking for vassal opinion. We are making a lot of gold now, so that's good. Could take the tax contribution there. Let's see what we have. Skull cap of Charlemagne is good. We are at max grandeur, which is also good. I guess we do it with this guy. I mean, it's a bit. I genuinely did not realize we had this son. See if we can make him temperate. He's going to be a weird character. For Bar, we can clear the title. Don't need to have these places have succession laws anymore. Do expect to be able to go to primogeniture here, hopefully soon. Okay, I have to ask the Pope for his blessing to have a coronation. See how expensive that will be. It's a lot of gold. Let's see. Is there any other way we could well, I think let's wait a little while and hopefully we get enough gold. We have to see how these factions develop. sure why I would get attrition for moving there. So we'll try over here instead, I guess. Certainly not going to be doing anything with legends. It is quite good that I lost consumption, because otherwise I would not even be able to hold coronation with it. Lose some stress here, not die. Really want to finish up these. Okay, that's good. So obviously this one, just can't let it fire. I assume we cannot wipe peace out of either of these wars. I mean, we would quickly be able to wipe peace out of the Bavarian War. So one thing that seems to be true is that if you are at a coronation or on your way to a coronation, your vassals will not launch a rebellion against you. So what we can try to do here is wait till this gets to like 2 or 3 months. Then go on our coronation. And hopefully that'll give some time to prevent that. Let's make sure we have our powerful vassals and on our council and make them a little bit happier. Really unfortunate that she is so bad at everything. So maybe I'll make some people a little bit happier. Look at the Pope here. I mean, he's in okay health. Guess there's no real choice but to do this. Oh. Okay, that's not good. Should have remembered that. Specifically, I should have remembered that if the Pope has a contagious and deadly disease, he cannot hold a coronation, meaning you cannot hold a coronation. Let's see if that gets a couple of these faction members to stand down. Take another look at how powerful these factions are. Don't want to go to anyone else's events right now. Let's pin the Pope so we can get another lifestyle perk. So that would cause a stress break if I white piece out of this war because I am ambitious. See if we can give her an artifact of some sort that would make her happier. Okay, that should take her out. This guy we should be able to take out with a gift. This one, I'll also see about giving him an artifact. So again, playing on the hardest possible difficulty, this is often what you have to do. It just, in a certain sense, it can be a little time-consuming to really sort of go through and see what you can do to get each particular faction member out. But you don't want factions to fire. Here, we're just in a very precarious situation at the moment, so if we could get these people to stand down, that's really what we want to do. That works. And if you're a new player and watching this, really the same principles apply here. That if you have a succession and you have a whole bunch of factions where people want to overthrow you, then just look. The magic number here is plus 80, unless it says they've been forced to join the faction. So you really want to see, how you can spend your resources to get, vassals to, plus 80, and it just becomes a sort of a question of what you can do for them. If you have the money, send gift is sort of the go-to. Well, I guess maybe first what you want to do is look at your counselor positions. Get your powerful vassals on your council, especially if they are in factions against you. And then after that, try to send them gifts so long as you have the money. After that, if you have artifacts you can part with, that's another way of getting rid of them. I guess we'll give him this blue ring or necklace, even though I really don't want to. Here, the other thing that you should definitely do is hold a coronation. Here, it's really unfortunate that we are not able to do that. So far, at least. Pope still looks like he has consumption. But yeah, holding a coronation is one of the easiest and best ways to get people to drop out. And even if you can't get everyone out of a faction, obviously the more you get to drop out, the more you weaken them. He won't even accept that, okay? But he will accept Excalibur for some reason. Oh, that was only 2? I thought it said it was 20. Okay, let's see if we can give him something else. It's one reason it's sometimes good to have, this. Have like, green armor, green weapons. Instead of destroying them, they can be things that you hand out to your vassals to pacify them. So at the moment, all the factions are under the military power threshold. I'm sure that's just barely true, but we're just going to decline. Again, we're going down the warfare path for our dynasty legacy. So it's very strong. Another thing you can do, again, if you have the gold, is create more regiments or strengthen the regiments you do have. That increases your military power and thus makes it more difficult for rebels to rebel, factions to rebel against you. So they would have to accumulate more military power on their own. Worrying so much about my factions, haven't been paying as much attention as I should to this war. Fortunately, Bavaria just unsieged some land. Go with this. Talked a few times about what I do with that decision. Okay, 31 months away is quite a long time, but you have to keep an eye on it. Okay, good. I think we just disband, take the time to wait, and then we will come down here and deal with these people. The other thing we need to think about, man, is pacifying these scourge conquerors, largely by becoming their tributaries. The Abbasids and the Wand here, looks like the Abbasids in particular are really the main players of the game at this point. Massive amount of troops, though like everyone else in the world, he has consumption. He also has fragile bones, so might not be alive for that much longer. The Ayyubids, maybe we could take them on. That's a lot of Uberazan, though we have a lot of crossbowmen on our part. We do have in our culture, we do have stand and fight, stalwart defenders, so some benefits if they invade us. Okay, we are so we accumulate a bunch of counties here. I think we will give them away. Regensburg as well. And I think this is all from our war against Bavaria. Okay, so these are in fact Catholic, so we'll let them in since they increase our development. Let's see about raising our armies again up here. And then, I think this is a landless adventure attacking, or maybe no, it's Sicily. All right. Okay. Pope still ill. Yep. All right. As soon as all our men-at-arms load in here, we're going to be going down to crush Sicily. I think that's all of them. anyone that we could just pay to leave? Doesn't look like it. Caught him, which is good. Stacked right all of their armies. They're fighting for these two counties. Let's go and siege them. Again, I really wish there was something we could do to just pick off one person here. Go away. Faction would. I don't know that we have any good options. You know, none of them are near plus 80. Also, I've not really been paying enough attention to my children. I guess this kid has as good traits if I have to play her. It's really unfortunate the one, you know, amazing daughter died. Nothing to be done about it now. I think we'll just wait and see what sort of personality traits they develop on their own. Really be helpful. Hope would stop being sick. Don't want to vassalize anybody at the moment. Just want, you know, to have all my factions settle down. Now another one has crossed the threshold. How high can we get his? Okay, so if we give him an artifact, he should go away. Giving him that prize armor would really hurt if then we have to attack him and he has the controlled defender advantage. Let's just give him this. I think that will... Yeah. So, okay, finally. Because Rome is occupied by the Muslims, we have to go somewhere else. We go to Cologne. Obviously, we want to maximize our magnificence. We want to impress attendees since so many of our vassals are unhappy with us and on the borderline of rebelling. End our capital isolation here. She is an excellent diplomat. At this point, I'm really hoping that the coronation should increase people's opinion enough that we won't necessarily have to spend more money on them. Crush Sicily's armies again. Look here if any of these can fire quickly. We talked about I shouldn't fire when I'm at my coronation, but they could fire right afterwards. So it looks like they all, it's at least a few months before they will fire. Or I should say, many months before they will fire. So again, hopefully the coronation will resolve this. Looks like I'm surprised our magnificence is so low. I mean, our only major attractors look like mayors and barons, which are not very powerful. Don't want to stress. Great. Okay. So none of these territories is, essential to me. Don't really want to lose them, that said. Okay. So fine to form an alliance with one of my vassals. We just prevent him from rebelling against me. I'm going to get over here and disband our armies. So normally, I really like renown, but here I think even the single point of diplomacy is good. Why can I not disband? I thought I am in a friendly area. Why am I not in a friendly area? I think we're already at max cultural acceptance, so go the other way. I do not understand why I cannot disband my armies. Okay. Really need to disband here. Not sure if someone is... Again, don't think I will need to... I'm going to ensure peace somehow. Not in the near term, apparently. Okay. I don't know what all these kind of wars over here are going on. I think they're... Let's see, are those the armies of the Ayyubids? Not yet, it looks like. So we'll keep an eye out. We have obviously been attacked by a Scourge Conqueror. I think we will keep an eye out for them. But at this point, we've been playing for quite a while. So I think we will call the episode here. And then the big question next episode is whether we will be able to defend to defend parts of our realm against the Scourge Conqueror. So obviously in this episode, we took a massive step forward in becoming the Holy Roman Emperor. There were some problems certainly along the way. Most critically, the loss of our excellent daughter. We are betrothed to our niece. Hopefully, we would have children that could take the strong blood decision, but we just have to see there, and also have to see if our armies are powerful enough to take on the Scourge Conqueror. One thing I was looking at there is whether we can hold another grand tournament. We cannot. If I could hold a grand tournament, I could potentially get up to max foot trade experience, which we're very close on, and that would give us, that let us increase the size of all our regiments, which is very powerful. You can see also here we're researching standing armies, again 4 years away, so looks like we aren't going to have either of those to help us. Instead, we'll just have to do it with the army that we have. But again, that'll be something for next episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.